before I logged off for the evening with very few intentions of logging back on, I saw a tweet from the World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. And that is going to be the first thing we talk about before we talk about any of the free agency or moves that have already been made. Because yesterday evening, on Tuesday evening, the Dodgers tweeted, Shohei Ohtani today underwent successful arthroscopic surgery performed in Los Angeles by Dr. Neil ElAttrache to repair a labrum tear that resulted from a left shoulder dislocation. October 26th, he is expected to be ready for spring training.
They should call him Dr. Neil L. Reattach.
They should call him Dr. In terms of, just fame and, name recognition. The Dodgers are putting Neil ElAttrache. He has just been skyrocketing. And by the way, this is also an impressive moment here. I think we've spent so much time talking about Tommy John surgeries with the James Andrews of the world. And of course, Keith Meister right down in Texas. But ElAttrache kind of showing some versatility here, repairing the labrum. We love to see this for Neil.
The Los Angeles Dodgers are putting the ElAttrache family through college by their pitching development. Let's talk about Shohei Ohtani and how interesting this is. So when you mentioned that the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers tweeted this, and when you see their Twitter avatar picture, it says world champions on it. And to see that photo combined with our leadoff hitter had a labrum tear because he slid into second base weirdly, that really heightens just how outrageous it is. Now, look, did Shohei Ohtani light the world on fire in the World Series? No. Did he light the world on fire during the postseason? Not really. He had moments.
He had some big swings. He had, there were, again, I know you didn't see it because you were looking down or in the bathroom. I can't remember. But, the home run he hit at Citi Field was one of the more memorable home runs of the postseason. Of course.
767 playoff OPS and 76 plate appearances is undeniably below Shohei Ohtani's standard.
For sure.
That's a fact, right? Mm-hmm. Now, he only had a bum shoulder for some of that. He went 2 for 19 with 2 walks during the World Series. That's below his standard. A lot of that was because his shoulder was kind of banged up. Now we know that. It makes sense that he's getting surgery. It's good that he's going to be okay for opening day. This doesn't change the way that I think about the Dodgers World Series or Shohei Ohtani. I am not surprised that he played through this. I think a lot of players would, given the stakes. If you can swing a bat, you can shoot that shoulder up with numbing agents, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it any less impressive, obviously, but it is something I think a lot of players would try and play through.
Particularly because this is also probably important in terms of being concerned about it moving forward. My thought, we think we knew he was going to play through it. The fact that it's his back shoulder from, how he swings, I'm curious if you have any thoughts about this, again, whether we are perfect, biomechanical experts about how this would maybe impact his recovery as a pitcher. I know it's also, his left shoulder, so that's good news for him as a right-handed pitcher. But that's at least another thing that will at least probably be talked about as he continues that rehab, which we are also anticipating he will be ready full go in spring training. So I think ultimately it is a strange footnote that maybe will be lost to history, assuming he comes back okay, that this happened in this World Series that he won. But, in the moment, that game too, it is what's a pretty wild way to tear your labrum with that. It was a non-contact slide. It was just him planting his arm on the ground. It's a very strange play. You see plenty of guys, planting their arm on the ground or at least dragging it when they slide like that. So again, hopefully this isn't impacting him. And it's nice that they just told us this is what he got. He will be ready for spring training. And we don't have to wonder about this because this was going to be a question, I have to imagine, at the GM meetings. I don't know if Brandon Gomes or Andrew Friedman have spoken yet. The GM meetings are going on right now in Texas. I imagine that would have been one of the first questions, but it's nice that they're just this is what surgery he got, and we'll see him in spring training. So we don't really have to think about it any more than that.